Welcome to Comic Toy Reviews. This is a review of the Marvel Universe Toys R Us exclusive 3-pack of Firestar, Spider-Man, and Iceman, based on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon. For me, back then, those were the days. I remember watching that series. I couldn't be the only fan of that series on YouTube. It was great. Firestar, Spider-Man, and Iceman. And this is actually Miss Lion. It's a nice addition that they packed this little dog with the Mary Jane figure, which was sold separately. Not in this review, but that Mary Jane figure, this was the pack in, and so I'm putting it here. What you got in the Toys R Us display was just the 3 figures, and that's it. Didn't come with the stands, but I need it there because they're not standing up and they won't hold a pose if I don't have it there. And the Ms. Lion from the Mary Jane set, as I said. Just want to get into some details here. Let me bring it up to the camera. Hold on a second. Okay, let's get Ms. Lion out of the way. It's a brown dog. Maybe what to tell it. It's smiling. It's pretty cool. It does stand pretty good, as you can tell. No problem at all standing the dog. I would suggest getting the Mary Jane figure, even if it's not a good figure, the Mary Jane one. It's another review, but just to get this little dog makes it worthwhile, and so you could have it with the Spider Friends. I mean, that's pretty darn cool. I didn't expect a pack in like this. Get this out of the way. Spider-Man itself. Bad Spider-Man sculpt. I got this Spider-Man already. They keep reissuing it, Hasbro. Please stop it, man. Stop reissuing this sculpt. Come on. They've made better Spider-Man figures than this, okay? This is not the reason to buy this 3-pack set. But unfortunately, you have to get another Spider-Man just to get the 3-pack, and they know how to juice it. The head sculpt is not bad, but just the rest of the body. The head moves up and down, 360 if you want it. In and out over here on the biceps. Could rotate 360. One elbow joint here. The left hand is a fist, but it could 360 on the joint. Same deal with the right hand, the right arm, up and down, bicep, 1 point of articulation at the elbow, 360 hand, has that shooting a web out pose. The body sculpt, 1 point here on the upper torso, and the waist could 360. The hip joint, up and down, sort of like a ball joint. It's just on this thing here. The knees double jointed. The foot can 360 and go up or down. The articulation points in this Spider-Man figure are not bad, but just the sculpt, and by that I mean just the overall the body design's a little too wide. It's not proportionate to how a good Spider-Man figure should be, and they themselves have made better Spider-Man figures after this, and the Spider-Man line, as well as I think the Century 2-pack one is better, and the black costume ones are much better. But this figure, it's not cool, man. But you have to get it. So moving on. Firestar, just a awesome character. I'm glad they used the classic Firestar and not the modern costumes she's been wearing. Let's just get that off the base here. Firestar uses that female sculpt. It's the same female sculpt that they've used on a lot of figures. It's just like a generic all-purpose sculpt, and yet it works. Especially for Firestar, who doesn't have a complicated costume. And it's bright yellow with some red and some orange. The head sculpt can't really move because of the hair over here. It really gets in the way. but it does have a nice mask, and the face is new, so give it up to Hasbro. It's not just a repaint. They did add new parts to it. Upper chest moves. Waist 360. Arms can 360 here. 1 point of articulation at the elbow. Left hand got a fist, but it could 360. Same deal with the right hand, but the right hand here has like an open hand. It's pretty good. Like she's shooting flame power. You could add no flame effect, but you could probably recycle stuff from a Human Torch or Sunfire. Knees have double joints, very nice. And the foot, up and down, 360. It's a flat foot, no high heels. Even though it's the generic body that they use on other females, adding the new head sculpt, the mask, and it's just accurate to how she looks. Good job, Hasbro. It's really great to get this figure. And this Iceman, this uses like the Black Custom Spider-Man body. They've used this body before. Even used it on Spider-Man himself. It's tough to see, but he has like yellowish almost eyes, and he's smiling, kind of like a grin, and his head is kind of blocky, which actually fits his look on the animated show. It was kind of the grin, the eye color, and that blocky style head all fit that show. Really can move up and down just a little, but it can 360. This is, as I said, a reused body that they've done a lot, so it could go up and down. Got the bicep swivel, 1 point here, articulation. The left hand is open. Same deal with the right, but the right wrist is a fist. Upper torso can move. Nothing at the waist. Somewhat articulation at the hips. Double knees. 360 feet, and you can go up and down a bit. What's really cool to notice is you could put this left hand out as if he's shooting his power out. His right hand's a fist. She could be doing the opposite. Her right hand's open, her left hand's a fist. Fire and ice combo here. And you got Spidey here. So, overall, it's a pretty cool set. It was right in like the $20 range, something like that. Don't think you could go wrong getting this set. If you like a Firestar, if you want this version of Iceman in your collection, and I did. And so, there you go. Say cheese. Say, Spidey, we going to the graduation party? Sure thing. Can't wait. Hey, who are you, lady? You look awfully familiar. Wait, who was she? Very familiar.